Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. So tonight is a night by myself because I finally just decided that I needed time alone away from Mark because I don't like the person I become when I'm around him. I become very jealous and very suspicious because him and I have 10 years of a 10-year-old pile of shit behind our relationship. Have you guys ever been in a relationship where somebody, you find out that most of what they told you was a lie, or a pretend, or they just told you what they thought you wanted to hear, and then you come to find all those out were just false and just lies, um, but you still love the person, and so you try to make it work, but your mind won't let you forget about all those lies they told you. And so the reason I've stayed with Mark for so long is because for the first 7 years of our relationship, I was terrible. I pushed him away. I cheated on him. I did everything I could to push him away because I was scared. I was on drugs. I wanted to still be in the addiction. I didn't care about anything. I didn't care about myself, so I didn't care about my relationships. And he stuck around through all of that. Granted, he made my life harder. He called the cops on me. He did a lot of stuff to me that made me think, okay, he doesn't like me. He doesn't love me. And then he would turn around and say that he loved me. And so I was just so confused for so long. And I've, tried to break up with him several times throughout the past 10 years. And we always get back together. But I really can't. Like, as much as I love him and as much as I would like to be with him, I just can't because nothing ever changes. He'll say anything that I want to hear, but that's not what I want. I don't want just somebody who is complacent but doesn't tell me how they feel. Like, why would anybody want that? So tonight and last night I have been alone, and I'm actually a lot happier when I'm by myself. And I'm able to process through things, and I don't get angry, for no reason. This happens because of my illness, my mental illness, where I get emotionally attached to people, and where I was taught not to trust the people closest to me through my family experience. I have a very backwards way of responding to love, or what somebody deems as love. So I'm confused. And so I just need time to become the person that I want to be. And so yeah, I wanted to show you guys what I do at night by myself. What I do to wind down for the day, depending on what time I wake up, is when I usually won't stay up that late, but if I slept late, then I'll usually stay up really late. But usually what I do, the first thing I do is I will go through the house, especially the living room, and pick up anything that I happen to just set down that day, because I have a bad habit of doing that. Using something and just setting it down. Like, let me show you. Like right here. I had that mirror up so I could see. I have this sitting here. Let me put this down. See, I've got all this stuff sitting here that I just leave out. But then at the end of the day, I always go through the house, pick up anything that I sat down, which is, I've got this. I've got my hairbrush. These are hydroxyzine. My therapist prescribed those to me for anxiety because I cannot take Xanax. So I will show you guys what I'm doing tonight, all the cleaning I've got to do. So I've got to clean up this right here, this table. spend most of my time alone, so and cleaning, what cleaning does for me is it relaxes me and it puts me into a meditative headspace, which is, you know, what I need. And then in here I've got some groceries that I've got to put away and a cookbook. I already did the dishes, so I don't like to go to sleep with a sink of dirty dishes. I always make sure I wash that day's dishes. Some days, like when I'm really depressed, I will let it pile up. You literally can tell my mood and how I've been feeling by the state of my house. If my house is really clean, my mindset's really good. If my house is dirty, like super dirty, if there's clothes places, if there's like full laundry baskets, if there's dishes in the sink, if there is trash in the trash cans like full, then you know for sure that have not been having a good few days. But if it's just a little messy, then it's just usually the end of the day. I try not to let it get. See, that's how you can prevent messes, huge messes, so it doesn't feel overwhelming, is clean up after yourself after every single day. And like if you're getting certain things out, put them away as soon as you use them. And also another good tip is to do your dishes as you cook. So these are my favorite wheat thins, the tomato basil. I got some lemons because tomorrow I'm going to cook some chicken. Allison's not been coming over a lot lately. She's been staying at her dad's for a while. She was here today for a little bit, but then she went back. So I've been by myself, which is okay. I mean, I keep myself entertained. I've got my cats and all that. So let's go see what in my eye, you guys. My left eye has been twitching all day, and as you can see, I've got my seedlings here underneath this light. Mark got me a grow light, but it turned out to be the wrong type of grow light. So as you can see on here, I've got a lot to clean up. I've got my mask. This thing, you guys, go to the dollar store. Go to the nail section. This ultimate manicure system. Oh my gosh, you guys. It's like $6 and you can take it and you can do the edges. Like if you wash your hands a lot or you clean a lot and you're always, your hands are really dry. You know that skin that's like kind of hard around the edges of your fingernails? This thing gets rid of it so easily without having to use one of those cuticle cutters that can easily cut you on accident. Highly recommend that thing. Jexie, I got another seed catalog today, and also today I've been doing my schoolwork, catching up on videos, filming videos, and doing my schoolwork. It's actually really nice to not have to, because when Mark is here, the thing that really gets me and that really, really irritates me is how he expects me to just cater to him when he walks in the door. Like it's his right to come in and boss me around and make me, cook for him and clean up after him and rub him and scratch his head. And he feels like he doesn't have to do anything for me. Just like the super bare minimum is what he does for me. Literally super bare minimum. And I'm just fucking tired of it. I deserve better. I deserve more. Not more. I deserve more. A man who's more emotionally available. I don't give two craps about materialistic things. I want somebody I can talk with at the end of the day and laugh with, and somebody who doesn't tell me, doesn't tell me that everything that I decide or everything that I think is wrong or stupid or immature. Like, literally, that's it, what he tells me. And so I've gotten to the point now where I don't even tell him anything, because what's the point? He's just going to insult me. He's just going to put me down. So I don't tell him anything. Or if he doesn't do that, if I tell him that something has hurt my feelings, he will say, "Oh, I'm sorry about that." And then he'll wait until we fight, and then he'll use exactly what I told him against me. So I just, I'm over it, you guys. I'm over it. And I have a feeling that he has somebody else on the side. He's done it many times before. He's so quick to tell me to leave when we fight. He's so quick to accuse me of everything. I don't ever come to him with these types of accusations. I can just feel it. I feel that he's lying. I can feel him lying to me. And I am just over it. Which is why I think he likes younger women, is because they're stupid and they don't question things. Or they're scared to question things like I was in the beginning. Him and I, we got together when I was 22 years old. I was very dumb. I was very naive. I was very gullible. And I was in survival mode. I didn't care. I was just flowing through life, and I didn't care who was doing what to me, because I was doing whatever I wanted to anybody else. So that's how I always seen it. But for the past 2 years, him and I, as far as I know, have been, what is the word? Monogamous. I have not slept with anybody else. And a lot of it became from a place of insecurity. And it's actually a Hallmark what is the word? Hallmark symptom of BPD is promiscuity, and it's been a problem in my life for a long time. Getting better at it as I find more out about myself and how to love myself properly. It's all been a very bumpy road. But usually the last thing I do after I clean up is I will run a hot bath, and then I will use some, usually make a bath tea, I'll put mugwort in there, or I'll put yarrow or sage or St. John's wort or lavender, just something in a little organza bag, and I'll make I'll just make a tea out of the bath water, and I'll use some Epsom salt, and I kind of just pamper myself. I take my makeup off, of course, and then I'll sit here and watch TV. If I don't get too creeped out, I'll watch ghost shows. If I do get really creeped out, then I'll change it to something else. I want to try to finish this test tonight, so I'm going to get off here. I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with me tonight, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.